everyone. Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please get on there. Follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about Micheal Carter II. Oh, yes, we're going to be talking about Micheal Carter II and the deal that just got done with the New York Jets to keep him here, all right, for a couple more years, you know what I'm saying? We're also going to discuss Haason Reddick and his continued holdout. Okay, we're going to discuss the developments with that and what's going on. First, we're going to start with Micheal Carter. Again, subscribe, comment down below, give the video a thumbs up. All right, listen. The Jets and Micheal Carter, okay, just reached terms on an extension. Okay, the extension goes as follows. Okay, it's a 3-year deal. Micheal Carter will get $30.75 million extension that can be worth up to $33 million, okay? He getting to the bread, all right? He's getting to the bread. Now, keep in mind, okay, he's also getting slightly over $19 million in total guarantees. Carter is now paid. He's the highest paid slot corner in the league, bruh. The highest paid slot corner in the league, okay? Can I get $1 or $2, Mike? I'm just saying, Michael. Like, come on, bro. Come on, brother Carter. Can I get $1 or $2? I know you got it. You got over 19 million in guarantees, man. Come on, man. Can I get $1? That's all I'm saying. I'm a brother out here struggling. I need all the help I can get. All right, you got it. Can I get a little bit? You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, Micheal Carter II deserves this. Okay, this is a guy that Joe Douglas brought into the building in 2021. Right, 5th round draft pick, and he's absolutely sewn up our slot corner spot. For years, even before, we have been looking for different people to fill that position. Jets fans that have been here as long as I have, that have watched this team, have known that we, at times during our fandom, have struggled to find that slot corner that could lock things down, and here we have a guy in Micheal Carter. A young guy that is homegrown talent that Joe Douglas brought into the building in 2021. I love this, man. And I love the message that it sends to the team, okay? Listen, if you show up, you show out, you clock in, you go about doing your work on a daily basis diligently, you keep your nose clean, don't have no issues, you show up and show out when it's time for you to go out there and perform on the field, Joe Douglas will take care of you and you'll get paid. You won't have no issues. I love that. That reverberates to the rest of the team. That tells the rest of the guys, look, hey, go out there, play to the wall, play like a Jet, and you'll get kept. You'll be here. You'll make sure he'll get you that moolah, all right? We'll make sure that you get paid. We'll make sure you have those green dollars in your pocket. And that's what, you know, it's about, making sure that you're good to go financially. And that's what most players, all players pretty much want, right? So here we are. Got Micheal Carter II in the building. We're going to be keeping him here for quite some time. And I am excited about that. Comment down below and let me know what y'all think. Now, it's time to move on to a player that we're all hoping at some point things get figured out. So maybe we can keep him here for a little bit. We'll see. But listen, Haason Reddick, okay, still ain't shown up to this point. To this point that I am filming this video, Haason Reddick has not reported to the Jets facility. He's not there, okay? He's not put on a uniform. He is not, no nothing, okay? Still holding out, all right? Now, keep in mind, while still continuing his holdout, he is the last remaining holdout in the NFL. Jeez Louise, right? So far, he has accumulated $2.05 million in mandatory fines. He's also forfeited a $250K workout bonus. Whew, man. This guy, ever since we traded for him, from Philly has not shown up to nothing. And I was talking to people about this, and some people called me crazy initially, okay? He didn't show up to the voluntary stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. Even though Aaron Rodgers is out there, you want to go do your thing. All right, cool. I'm not tripping, player. All right, I'm not tripping. Okay. But then the mandatory stuff came, mini camps, and I had a feeling that he just wouldn't show up to that because there was no movement in the contract. We started hearing some rustlage about rumors swirling that he wasn't going to show up to that either. That he wasn't necessarily happy with not having the situation surrounding his contract figured out, and he didn't show up to mandatory mini camps. And I said, okay, folks, like, here we go. The ball's rolling. I really feel like he's not going to show up to training camp either, because in Philly, he screamed for about 2 years that he wanted a new contract. And he still ain't got one, and he's here. And then training camp came, and nothing. And now here we are, things spiraling, right? Sulla was asked about this by the media as well. Asked if, he would like to see Haason Reddick, show up at some point and get things rolling here with the Jets. And he said, it was in a joking manner, he said, I mean, it's like finding change in the couch, I guess, right? If Haason shows up, it'd be wonderful, He went on to say he's a special football player. And when he gets here, when he eventually gets here, he's only going to help us, okay? So, of course, Sulla has talked about loving to have Haason Reddick get into the fold and get rolling. But, if he's doing his thing and he doesn't want to show up, there's other guys, of course, Sulla has to focus on, other pass rushers we have here, Jermaine Johnson being one of them, and the hopefully emerging and the guy that's really going to take a step forward this year, Will McDonald, being another guy that really comes to mind when we talk about guys that can get after the quarterback that are here at this point. Now, there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of things swirling surrounding Haason Reddick as well, and when he possibly could or will report, right? There's a lot of people. There's some Jets media guys that are saying that he's going to show up to the Jets facility on Wednesday. And that's a very important day because if he doesn't get something figured out, if he doesn't report, if the Jets don't, figure out something about his contract, because I don't think he's going to do anything until he gets a new contract before Wednesday, then that's when the game checks start getting affected. That's when he's going to get hit there, and he's not going to play week 1 if he don't report. So we're going to see what happens, man, because, again, Haason Reddick has been fined out the wazoo, and up until this point, all the mandatory fines, then the game checks get hit. That's when, things are really going to get rolling. Now, again, there's been a lot of talk about him showing up, and a lot of people expect them to give him a new deal by Wednesday. Me personally, okay, I don't know if that's going to happen, man. I really got a feeling that this is going to play into the season. At this point, okay, I feel like it's going to play into the season. I feel like they're not going to get anything done before the season actually starts. And this could go maybe a week, 2, 3, maybe 4 into the season before things get figured out with Haason Reddick. That's just a feeling that I have. It's a feeling that I had when everything first started as well. When he didn't show up to mandatory mini camps, I was like, oh, this is going to go into the season. And again, Joe Douglas has been firm in his stance that he is not going to negotiate anything with Haason Reddick until he reports. He's been very firm in that stance, okay? He's also been firm in the stance that he's not going to trade Haason Reddick, even though Haason Reddick's, agent and Haason Reddick himself has asked for a trade away from the New York Jets. He absolutely has. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that things get settled. I'm hoping they get him a new deal before Wednesday ends and he'll be playing week 1 against the Niners. Okay, I'm hoping that happens. But I just got a feeling at this point that it won't. We'll see what happens, okay? But also keep in mind, right? Guys that hold out like this and miss all off seasons and then, possibly show up and play week 1. We've seen this before with Revis. Revis did this. He held out all offseason, got a new deal. It was just Terrell Revis, rightfully so, okay? Give him, at the time I was screaming, give that man everything. If he wants half a jersey, go ahead and give that to him too. But the deal was when he got into the building and then he ended up playing, he suffered hamstring injuries. And that's something that we see throughout the league. Guys that hold out for a while, right, they come back and they get these knick-knack injuries, hamstring injuries, quad injuries, calf injuries, because they're in shape, but they're not in football shape. And that football shape you really get from the off-season stuff, working out with the team and throwing guys around and being out there doing drill. That's where you get that football stuff from. And that's another thing I fear with Haason going into this season as well. So we'll see what happens. That's something that not a lot of people are talking about, but I'm definitely keeping my eyes on, okay? So we'll see what happens with Haason. Again, I'm hyped about Micheal Carter getting his extension here. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about Micheal Carter's extension? What are your thoughts about him being here? Are you excited about it? What are your thoughts about Haason Reddick? Do you think he ends up signing on Wednesday? Do you think that this gets figured out before the season starts? And do you think he'll be playing with the New York Jets against the San Francisco 49ers week 1? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.